Good morning, Hornets. I'm Janai Pendergrass.
And I'm Harmony Murph.
And welcome back to the Green and Gold News Show. Today is Tuesday, March 3rd, 2026, and here are today's announcements.
Today's lunch is chicken fajitas, corn, plus black beans, popcorn chicken. Did you hear about the ROTC military ball?
Yes, I was there. Were you there?
Of course I was there. Who could miss it?
It was my last military ball.
Of course it was my first one. Many more.
With the exception of 2 schools, all of Richmond 1 was in attendance, and we had a great time.
I'm telling you, my favorite part of military ball was really just being able to interact with people. I remember me and Janice, I got to dance with her in this one song and just sing, and I was just so happy. Because I love Janice.
Like me, my favorite part, I was dancing to Lil Uzi Vert. Yep. It was too fun.
I can't wait to have some more military balls.
And I can't wait to see all of you guys have so much fun at these next ones.
Thank you.
But they have won themselves a 3A basketball championship. No one expected them to win. They simply get no respect. You're talking about a team that was not even ranked. How can that be?
A lot of us, we've been doubted our entire lives. Overlooked and raised with challenges of being told we're not good enough, not going to make it. I was stubborn enough to not ever listen to it. It's time to remind the world that we produce champions at the J.
Second state title in school history.
Since 1949, Johnson hasn't just educated, it's elevated. From the classroom to space, to the Grammys, to the gridiron, and finally, the hardwood. Johnson has been the very definition of what it means to be a champion.
Daryl Jarvis and Coach Jarvis, how does it feel to be the state champion?
It hasn't set in yet, I'm going to tell you no lie.
Now isn't the time to talk about history. It's time to make history. The moment is here. Breathe it in. Embrace it. Acknowledge it. It's only here because you work for it, and you're never satisfied until you finish a job and you do something that they will never forget. This isn't luck. This wasn't given. This is what happens when you're crazy enough to believe in the impossible. This is legacy continued. Because at C.A. Johnson, we don't chase history, we are history.
Done this year with this Green Hornet basketball team. And Rico Carr will inbound to Tony Gray, who throws it the length of the floor, and it's over. C.A. Johnson has won a state championship, 81-67, as the crowd rushed onto the floor despite the protest, of course, of the attendance.
Sports. But today is our reading challenge. And today we have my special guest, Miss O'Kane.
Hey, good morning. I'm so glad to be with you guys today and tell you that March is starting our March reading challenge. So all you have to do is read a book. It can be a library book. It can be a book you have at home. It can be a book in class. Go to ClassLink, go to Beanstack, log it, and keep it rolling. And as you log, you're going to get some badges that you earn. I'll check in with you at the end of the month, and I'll definitely be having something to celebrate those of you that participated in the reading challenge. So make sure you get that done.
And just in case you're having trouble picking out a book, here's a book review from Nathaniel Brown.
Imagine being forced to go on a quest to overthrow a king, only to learn that that's your father. Well, that's what happens to a boy named Sage in the book The False Prince. He starts off as an orphan, trying to make a living by looking for food, and gets caught stealing for him and others. As the story progresses, he gets adopted by a mystery noble named Connor, who chooses Sage to impersonate the long-lost Prince of Carthia to prevent civil war. Sage is with a group of boys set to take over the throne when he learns his true identity. Find out what he learns about himself and if he takes his rightful place as king in the book, The False Prince.
Hey, stay tuned for our Alumni Spotlight.
Good morning, Hornets, and welcome to our Alumni Spotlight. I'm Janai Pendergrass, and today I have here with me Miss Hanks.
Hello.
So, Miss Hanks, what year did you graduate, and what are you doing now?
I graduated May 26, 1978, and my current position is in-school suspension supervisor at C.A. Johnson, as well as the historian for the school and the Alumni Association.
Oh, wow. Okay. Mm-hmm. So, with the Alumni Association, what do you guys do?
We basically raise money to assist the schools in our cluster, which is Carver Lyon Elementary, W.A. Perry Middle School, Watkins Nance Elementary, and most of all, C.A. Johnson. So that's what we do, and we just make sure our kids, our schools are taken care of.
Okay. So, how was your experience here at Johnson?
Well, my experience here at Johnson was a little culture shock. I came from Spring Valley High School. I had never gone to a predominantly Black school. So when I got to C.A. Johnson, September of 1977, I was just basically like, oh, so this is what it's like. I didn't quite fit in at first because you got to look at it back then. You had to be of a certain caliber and complexion. And I had both of them. And I didn't have very many friends, but I got through the 77, 78 school year without any disagreements or any trouble. But it was more or less like we had the best time here. Every Friday was a pep rally. No matter every Friday was a pep rally, no matter whether the game was home or away, whether it was football or basketball. We had a swim team. We had a golf team. We had a tennis team. We had dances, but we called them hops. We had them every Friday night in the gym, which is the gym that's downstairs on the main hall. That was our gymnasium. Our football games were always packed. Our basketball games was standing room only in that gym downstairs. We could leave campus as long as we came back.
Right.
My school hours back then, because of me coming from District 2 to District 1, I was out of school at 10:30 a.m. Yes. I had they only required us to have 18 credits. I had 24 and a half. So yeah, I was in by 8, gone by 10:30.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but it was so much fun here, and the experience of being in a predominantly Black school was really eye-opening and enlightening. It really was.
Okay. So, what was the biggest lesson that you've learned from being here at Johnson?
The history. I had no idea that we have a couple of millionaires. I had no idea about Charles Bowden. I had no idea about Mike Jones, who is Coco Jones's dad.
Right.
Yes. I had no idea about the people that my parents were friends with that were prominent in this neighborhood. I.S. Levy Johnson, Manigault Hurley Funeral Home, Pearson's Funeral Home. Oh my God, it's a lot to name, but I learned, and I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, I think I'm growing. I think I'm growing with knowledge, and I was. Even though at the age of 17, I didn't pay it any attention, but when I look back on it, I was gaining history of C.A. Johnson through my dad and mom's friends, not knowing that I was gaining that.
So, what is something that you think that you would want to tell your younger self?
Dear Sharon, you were a very pretty, cute girl. You were smart. You could have done better. You could have learned more about your community. You could have learned more about the people of Columbia, South Carolina, because I'm originally from Philadelphia.
Right.
You could have inserted yourself more in activities, and you could have been more involved with the people here at that time, which I wasn't really. I mostly stayed to myself.
Okay. So this concludes our alumni spotlight. Thank you, Ms. Hanks, for all of your answers.
You're quite welcome. One more thing. We are currently in the process of getting C.A. Johnson High School on the National Historical Registry.
Oh, we are?
Yes, we are. The alumni is currently doing that, and we're pushing it really, really hard. And once we get it, we're going to have a celebration because currently we are only one of 2 historical high schools in South Carolina. The other one is Burke in the Low Country, but we are the only one here in Columbia because what they did was Booker T. Washington at the time was the only black school, and they had to build another one because you couldn't integrate.
Right.
And we still had integration problems in the 70s and the 80s. So that's what we're going to do. So look forward to it because soon you'll be an alumni.
Right. So thank you again.
You're
for
welcome.
Thank you, Hornets, for watching. Have a great day, and let's return to excellence.
CAJ all the way.